Hello friends, let us discuss business continuity plan. So what is business continuity plan? This plan is a document containing the strategies or activities that should be taken by an organization to continue its functioning or activities after any damage due to unforeseen incident like cyclone, earthquake, war, terrorist attack, etc. सो बिजनेस कंटिन्यूटी प्लान एक प्लान है जिसको फॉलो करने के बाद कोई भी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन किसी भी डिजास्टर के बाद उनको एक्टिविटीज फंक्शनिंग को कंटिन्यू कर सके सो पहले हम जो डिस्कस किया है अबाउट डिजास्टर रिकवरी प्लान एक्चुअली डिजास्टर रिकवरी प्लान इज ए पार्ट ऑफ बिजनेस कंटिन्यूटी प्लान फ्रेंड्स these MCQs will help you in various examinations related to information system and mainly related to C6 paper of CPD examination. Friends, you may join as a member of this channel for watching all videos before it is made public and also to avail other benefits from this channel. So let us discuss the questions, and the first question is, what is the primary objective of business continuity plan and disaster recovery plan? वो जो बिजनेस कंटिन्यूटी प्लान और डिजास्टर रिकवरी प्लान है उनका प्राइमरी ऑब्जेक्टिव क्या होता है टू सेफगार्ड क्रिटिकल आईएस एसेट्स टू प्रोवाइड फॉर continuity of operations to maximize the loss to an organization to protect human life. Answer is to protect human life because human life is invaluable. The main priority of any business continuity and disaster recovery plan should be to protect people. All other priorities like IS assets, other organizations assets are important, but these are secondary objective of a business continuity plan. The main plan is to protect human life. So answer is D. The most significant level of effort for business continuity planning generally is required during which of the following stage? So हम जब प्रिपेयर करते हैं बिजनेस कंटिन्यूटी प्लान कौन सा लेवल में मैक्सिमम एफर्ट देना पड़ता है टेस्टिंग स्टेज इवैल्यूएशन स्टेज मेंटेनेंस स्टेज और अर्ली स्टेजेस ऑफ प्लानिंग आंसर इज it is early stages of planning because the starting phase of planning is most important. At that time you have to make all the risk assessment, you have to study all the requirements which are primary objectives of business, which are secondary objectives of business, and which are critical to the business on, and on that basis the business planning or continuity planning will develop. So the early stage of planning is most important than testing or evaluation or maintenance stage. Which of the following is the best method to ensure that the business continuity plan remains up to date? The group works through the different scenarios of the plan from beginning to end. The group ensures that specific systems can actually perform adequately at the alternates off-site facility. The group is aware of full interruption test procedures. Interdependent communication is promoted to better respond in the case of a disaster. Answer is the group works through the different scenarios of the plan from beginning to the end. So, a structured walkthrough test actually gathers representatives from each department who will review the plan and identify weaknesses. So, this is the best method to ensure that business continuity plan remains up to date. Which of the following is most critical during the business impact assessment phase of business continuity planning? So, जब हम बिजनेस कंटिन्यूटी प्लानिंग करते हैं उससे पहले हम करते हैं बिजनेस इम्पैक्ट असेसमेंट। सो उनमें से कौन सा क्रिटिकल है, इंपॉर्टेंट है ड्यूरिंग बिजनेस इम्पैक्ट असेसमेंट फेज? एंड यूजर इन्वॉल्वमेंट, सीनियर मैनेजमेंट इन्वॉल्वमेंट, सिक्योरिटी एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन इन्वॉल्वमेंट और IS auditing involvement. Answer is end user involvement because it is critical during the business impact assessment phase of business continuity planning, as the end users are actually provide basic inputs what actually needed for the business continuity. So end user involvement is most important. While reviewing the business continuity plan of an organization, an IS auditor observed that the organization's data and software files are backed up on a periodic basis. Which characteristics of an effective plan does this demonstrate? Deterrence, mitigation, recovery, response. Answer is B. Mitigation. Because an effective business continuity plan includes steps to mitigate the effects of a disaster. So when the software files and data are periodically backed up, it actually lessens the effects of a disaster. So answer is D. Which of the following would have the highest priority in a business continuity plan? बिजनेस कंट्रोल प्लान में कौन सा ऑप्शन हाईएस्ट प्रायोरिटी में रहता है? रिज्यूमिंग क्रिटिकल प्रोसेसेस, रिकवरिंग सेंसिटिव प्रोसेसेस, रिस्टोरिंग द साइट, relocating operations to an alternative site. Answer is resuming critical processes because the resumption of critical processes has the highest priority since it enables business processes to begin immediately. So those are the important processes or important area, critical area. This should be given highest priority in the business continuity plan. So answer is A. Which of the following would best support 24/7 availability? Daily backup, offsite storage, mirroring, periodic testing. Answer is mirroring because mirroring of critical elements is a tool that facilitates immediate recoverability. Daily backup implies that it is reasonable for restoration to take place within a number of hours but not immediately. So mirroring actually will provide 24/7 availability of data. Which of the following is the most important criteria when selecting a location for an offsite storage facility for information system backups files? It should be physically separated from the data center and not subject to the same risk. It should be given the same level of protection as that of the computer data center. It should be outsourced to a reliable third party. It should be equipped with surveillance capability. Answer is it should be physically separated from the data center and not subject to the same risk. Because if the offsite storage facility is the same place, so it will be subject to the same damage during a disaster. So the offsite facility physically separate होना चाहिए और normally it should not be subject to the same risk. So answer is A. If a database is restored using before image dumps, where should the process begin following an interruption? Before the last transaction, after the last transaction, as the first transaction after the latest checkpoint, as the last transaction before the latest checkpoint. Answer is before the last transaction. In addition to the backup considerations for all systems, which of the following is an important consideration in providing backup for online systems? Maintaining system software parameters, ensuring periodic dumps of transaction logs, ensuring grandfather, father, son file backups, maintaining important data at an offsite location. Answer is ensuring periodic dumps of transaction logs. Which of the following business continuity plan tests involves participation of relevant members of the crisis management or response team in order to practice proper coordination? Tabletop test, functional test, full scale test, walkthrough test. So, which test involves participation of relevant members of the crisis management team? Answer is tabletop test. When online banking transactions are being posted to the database and when processing suddenly comes to a halt, how the integrity of the transaction processing is best ensured? Database integrity checks, validation checks, input controls, or database commits and rollbacks? Answer is database commits and rollbacks. D. Because database commits ensures that the data are saved to disk while transaction processing is underway or complete. To provide protection for media backup stored at an offsite location, which is the best option for the storage site? Located on a different floor of the building, easily accessible by everyone, clearly labeled for emergency access, protected from unauthorized access. Answer is the offsite storage should always be protected against unauthorized access and have at least same security requirements as the primary site. So answer is D. What is the primary purpose of a business impact analysis? Normally business impact analysis किया जाता है before business continuity planning. So और business impact analysis का primary purpose क्या होता है? To provide a plan for resuming operations after a disaster, to identify the events that could impact the continuity of an organization's operations, to publicize the commitment of the organization to physical and logical security, to provide the framework for an effective disaster recovery plan. Answer is to identify the events that could impact the continuity of an organization operation. So this is the primary purpose of a business impact analysis. What is the main purpose for periodically testing offsite facilities? जो offsite facilities होता है उनको periodically टेस्ट क्यों किया जाता है? Protect the integrity of the data in the database, eliminate the need to develop detailed contingency plans, ensure the continued compatibility of the contingency facilities, ensure that program and system documentation remains current. Answer is ensure the continued compatibility of the contingency facilities. Which of the following would best ensure continuity of a wide area network across the organization? Built-in alternative routing, completing full system backup daily, a repair contract with a service provider, a duplicate machine alongside each server. Answer is built-in alternative routing. This will ensure continuity of a wide area network across the organization. After completing the business impact analysis, what is the next step in the business continuity planning process? Test and maintain the plan, develop a specific plan, develop recovery strategies, implement the plan. Answer is develop recovery strategy. So we have discussed previously that business impact analysis किया जाता है just before business continuity planning. So after business impact analysis, next phase in the continuity plan to develop and identify the various recovery strategies and select the most appropriate strategy for recovering from the disaster. So answer will be C, develop recovery strategies. Which of the following is an appropriate test method to apply to a business continuity plan? Pilot test, paper test, unit test or system test? Answer is paper test. A paper test is appropriate for testing a business continuity plan. It is a walkthrough test of the entire plan or part of the plan involving major players in the plan's execution who reason out what may happen in a particular disaster. So paper test is the appropriate test method to apply to a business continuity plan क्योंकि इसमें all the stakeholders take part in testing the plan. Which of the following findings is the most critical related to business continuity plan? Non-availability of an alternate private branch exchange system, absence of a backup for the network backbone, lack of backup system for the users PCs, failure of the access card system. Answer is failure of the access card system. As part of the business continuity planning process, which of the following should be identified first in the business impact analysis? Organizational risks such as single point of failure and infrastructure risk, threats to critical business process for ascertaining the priority for recovery, resources required for resumption of business. Answer is critical business process for ascertaining the priority for recovery. Which of the following activities should be business continuity manager perform first after the replacement of hardware at the primary information processing facility? Verify compatibility with the hot site, review the implementation report, perform a walkthrough of the disaster recovery plan, update the IS assets inventory. Answer is an IS assets inventory is the basic input for the business continuity or disaster recovery plan, and the plan must be updated to reflect changes in the IS infrastructure. So answer will be D, update the IS assets inventory. Which of the following would contribute most to an effective business continuity plan? Document is circulated to all interested parties. Planning involves all user departments. Approval by senior management. Audit by an external IS auditor. Answer is planning involves all user departments. So this will contribute most to the success of business continuity plan. To develop a successful business continuity plan, end user involvement is critical during which of the following phases. So कौन सा phases में बिजनेस कंटेंट प्लान का डेवलपमेंट का टाइम पे एंड यूजर इन्वॉल्वमेंट बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. बिजनेस रिकवरी स्ट्रेटेजी, डिटेल प्लान डेवलपमेंट, बिजनेस इम्पैक्ट एनालिसिस, टेस्टिंग एंड मेंटेनेंस. आंसर इज बिजनेस इम्पैक्ट एनालिसिस, क्योंकि बिजनेस इम्पैक्ट एनालिसिस इज डन बिफोर डेवलपमेंट ऑफ अ बिजनेस कंटिन्यूटी प्लान. This is a critical stage because the end users actually tell what is the actual impact of an event on the business. So business impact analysis के लिए end user का involvement most critical. Which of the following would an IS auditor consider to be the most important to review when conducting a business continuity audit? A hot site is contracted for and available as needed. A business continuity manual is available and current. Insurance coverage is adequate and premiums are current. Media backups are performed on a timely basis and stored offsite. Answer is D. Media backups are performed on a timely basis and stored offsite. Which of the following is a continuity plan test that uses actual resources to stimulate a system crash to cost effectively obtain evidence about the plan's effectiveness? Paper test, post test, preparedness test, or walkthrough test? Answer is preparedness test. While designing the business continuity plan for an airline reservation system, what will be the most appropriate method of data transfer backup at an offsite location? Shadow file processing, electronic vaulting, hard disk mirroring, hot site provisioning? Answer is shadow file processing, because in shadow file processing, exact duplicates of the files are maintained at the same time at a remote site. So two files are processed concurrently, and this is used for critical data files such as airline booking systems. During business continuity audit, an IS auditor found that the business continuity plan covered only critical processes. What will the IS auditor should recommend? The business continuity plan cover all business processes, assess the impact of the process not covered, report the findings to the IT manager, redefine critical process. Answer is assess the impact of the processes that are not covered in the business continuity plan. So answer is B. When developing a business continuity plan, which of the following tools should be used to gain an understanding of the organization's business process? Business continuity self-audit, resource recovery analysis, risk assessment, or gap analysis? Answer is risk assessment. Risk assessment and business impact assessment are tools for understanding business for business continuity planning. An IS auditor noted that an organization had adequate business continuity plans for each individual process, but there is no comprehensive business continuity plan, which would be the best course of action for the IS auditor. Recommend that an additional comprehensive business continuity plan be developed. Determine whether the business continuity plans are consistent. Accept the business continuity plans as written. Recommend the creation of a single business continuity plan. Answer is, he will determine whether the different business continuity plans for individual processes are consistent with each other or not. So answer will be B. After an IS auditor has identified threats and potential impacts, what the auditor should do next? Identify and evaluate the existing controls, conduct a business impact analysis, report on existing controls, propose new controls. Answer is, identify and evaluate the existing controls. An IS auditor has audited a business continuity plan. Which of the following findings is the most critical? Non-availability of an alternate private branch exchange, absence of a backup for the network backbone, lack of backbone system for the user's PCs, failure of the access card system. Answer is D. Failure of the access card system. Which of the following business continuity plan tests involves participation? Thank you. You may join as a member of this channel to avail benefits like watching all videos before it is made public, and also to view all videos of the channel. Thank you again.